Welcome, everybody, to the Gaming Pride Parade here at Summer Game Fest. I am one of your co-hosts, Milady Confetti.
And hello, my name is Jax from season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes. Now, a little bit about me. I love magical girls, indie games, and I love my cozy hobbies.
And I am your competitive cheerleading diva, which means I get just as competitive in my gaming. So bring on the games. Today, we're celebrating queer creativity, queer developers, and the incredible games helping push this industry forward.
This showcase is presented in partnership with the Gayming Foundation, an organization dedicated to uplifting LGBTQIA+ people all across gaming through mentorship, community programs, advocacy, and support of queer creators.
Their work helps create more opportunities and visibility for queer developers, players, streamers, esports talent, and gaming communities around the world.
And honestly, today is the perfect example of that mission in action.
We've got an amazing lineup ahead featuring indie games, stylish action games, cozy adventures, horror mysteries, witches, detectives, drama, and so much more from queer creators and inclusive studios.
And while we celebrate Pride today, this showcase is also about recognizing that queer stories and queer talent belong in gaming all year round.
But before we fully jump into the showcase, we want to take a moment to spotlight the incredible organization helping make all of this possible.
Let's take a closer look at the Gayming Foundation and the work they do to support queer people across gaming.
Hi, I'm Gilberto Williams Gamboa, and I am part of the Gayming Foundation. I'm part of the organizing team for marketing and communications, action committee, and helping bring the Gaming Pride Parade to life. So thank you all for joining. I've been in the industry myself for about 10 years. So being connected to the Summer of Gaming, Summer Game Fest, is very special and important to me.
What is the Gayming Foundation?
So the Gayming Foundation's mission is to uplift and create opportunities not only for queer gamers, but also for LGBTQIA professionals and communities around the world. And we do this through support, visibility, and really pushing for representation.
How can people help?
Actually, for those of you watching, you are already helping. So if you want to help some more, please share this showcase. It's on demand. Do it through YouTube or socials. Speaking of socials, follow Gayming Foundation across Instagram, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, your favorite social platform at GaymingFDN, and that's GaymingFDN. You can also visit our website at gamingfoundation.org. That website will really tell you how you can get involved, donate, and help our initiatives.
So what's next for the Gayming Foundation?
Next, we have a couple of new programs and events like the Gaming Awards on Monday after Summer Game Fest weekend. You can watch that exclusively on World of Wonders WoW% Plus around the globe on Monday, June 8th at 7 p.m. So tune in. And that really celebrates queer voices in gaming. We also have a Pride event. It's the Rainbow Race Pokemon fundraiser. And that really has creators and competitive players supporting LGBTQ+ gamers. And this is just the beginning of something much bigger. So we can't wait to share more and have more for our communities around the world.
All right, let's kick things off with a game that asks one very important question. What if instead of fighting monsters in a dungeon, you flirted with them instead? Riz Dungeon, Skeleton Key to My Heart is a chaotic, hilarious dungeon crawler from queer-owned indie studio Snoozy Kazoo, where your greatest weapon isn't a sword. It's your pickup lines. You play as Taffy, a hopelessly weak adventurer trying to win back her dangerously hot Dragon X by charming monster girls, building relationships, and somehow surviving the chaos along the way. With relationship-driven combat, dynamic party interactions, sleepovers at the inn, and a whole lot of personality, this game feels equal parts dungeon crawler, dating sim, and a complete disaster. Let's take a look at Riz Dungeon, Skeleton Key to My Heart.
Alright, standard RPG, gather your party, traverse the dungeon. What? Obviously. In Riz Dungeon, you're weak as shit. So flirt with monster girls and let them do the fighting. Just try not to make them jealous. Everything you need to know about your girlfriends is on the worldwide spider web. Learn what really grinds their gears, or makes them devote their life to you. Grow closer to them at the inn. Talk about your special interests, trauma dump, and then sleep in separate beds. Fed up with it? You could always... Wait. No, don't. Wait. Delve deeper into the dungeon to encounter new faces. More to kiss, more to recruit. So flirt your way through the dungeon, manage everyone's feelings, confront your ex, normal RPG stuff. Riz Dungeon, Skeleton Key to My Heart. Launching September 17th, 2026.
Hi, I'm Pearl and this is Yukon and we're from Snoozy Kazoo and we are presenting Riz Dungeon, Skeleton Key to My Heart.
We're Snoozy Kazoo. We are previously known for the Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion line of games. We make very, very weird comedic games with a lot of parody, just dump straight in. We're also a very openly queer studio. I'm a trans femme and I'm the owner, and so we have a lot of queer employees, and yeah, we're just trying to make the world a better place.
It's a very uncertain world right now, and I feel like just being joyful is sometimes an act of rebellion, and I just want people to feel joy, queer joy, any kind of joy, and to feel seen, and have the courage to be themselves, and
I think we really want our players to know that like-minded people are out there. You know, we're here. We're not hiding away. You know, we want to have fun. We want to be goofy, and we want to share, you know, the queer joy that we have. That's not going away. Right. I think that's very, very important. Riz Dungeon is a very, very messy relationship simulator / dungeon crawler where you encounter monsters, either survive a fight using your already recruited monster allies, or riz them up and have them join you on your adventures. And your whole goal is to get your stuff back from the evil demon dragon. Wishlist now. Wishlisting the game helps a ton. We're launching on September 17th. People watch out for that.
we have a demo out right now.
Yeah, so you can play it right now. You can go to snoozykazoo.com to join our newsletter right now.
Next up is She, making its world debut today during Summer Game Fest. She is a retro survival horror experience inspired by the classics like Akira and Metal Gear Solid. This game blends psychological horror with themes around identity, womanhood, and survival inside an oppressive underground military facility. You play as Alute Black, a woman navigating a deeply atmospheric world with tension, existential dread, and some seriously incredible visual design. Check out She.
The government found something they thought was a weapon. But I was right. It is a god. And then she woke up.
So I'm Lindsay Rollins, she, her. I'm working on She, Seraphim Helix Experiment, and I am 1/3 of Rocket Adrift Games. And we are just a co-op, small indie studio, developing games in Toronto. Roe v. Wade being overturned was a big impetus for us to be a bit more politically engaged in the things we wanted to work on, as well as I'm entering kind of a new era in my own kind of development with my own gender, and kind of reckoning with a lot of things that are happening to people that like me, that are being marginalized right now by these really fascist kind of systems, oppressive systems in place. And it really, I don't know, like when I see news updates about all these laws being overturned and people's rights being taken away, it makes me extremely angry, and I'm thinking, how do I use that in a productive way? And making games is the best way I can think of, really, to fight that kind of fascist messaging and inspire other people to think differently about those systems as well. And without getting too much away, the plan is to have the player kind of wake up with absolutely no information other than whatever they're getting through the radio conversations. Very similar to MGS2 in that when Raiden is brought into this mission, a lot of things like that he thinks he understands about the mission just kind of like get thrown out the window, especially at the midway point. So we wanted to build that sense of like, what is really going on? Who do I believe? Like, are these people that I'm talking to on the radio, do they have my best interests at heart, or are they self-interested, or like what are their motivations? The monsters that you encounter, we start to learn more about like how they came to be infected from this lab leak. What is actually the substance that has been used in these experiments? Where was it derived from? And eventually you start to learn more about like the a kind of like what's the word, like Lovecraftian kind of force that behind all of it. And we do that through like drip feeding the information as they play through the radio dialogue, but also through documents that you'll find throughout the lab. The monster designs, we want to be specific towards the themes of like what and we want the monster designs to reflect kind of the elements of femininity in terms of like physicality that frighten people or might like seem I guess like lurid in like everyday polite society, but this is kind of the reality of having this kind of a body, you know. Definitely wishlist on Steam, and we have a Patreon where you can get exclusive behind-the-scenes footage and devlogs from us, as well as early playtest builds when they become available, all for low price.
We've already seen such an incredible range of queer storytelling today, and we're honestly just getting started.
From cozy indies and stylish action games to horror, comedy, and heartfelt narratives, this showcase really highlights how diverse and creative queer gaming has become.
But before we jump back into more games, we want to take a moment to thank the partners and sponsors helping make today possible.
Events like this genuinely do not happen without organizations and companies willing to invest in queer creators, developers, and communities.
Their support helps create more opportunities for queer voices to be seen, celebrated, and discovered by players around the world.
So a huge thank you to all of our sponsors for supporting the inaugural Gaming Pride Parade and helping uplift queer gaming.
And now, a word from them.
Es la chispa que enciende la creatividad, un puente entre lo real y lo imaginado.
You cannot have a queer gaming celebration without a little camp. And honestly, nobody does camp quite like Kitty Powers. Kitty Powers Matchmaker Makeover is the fabulous remastered return of the viral dating sim classic, where players run their own matchmaking agency under the expert supervision of legendary drag queen, Diva Kitty Powers. This updated version brings brand new artwork, expanded customization, chaotic dating minigames, and even more inclusive options for players to create exactly who they want to be. You can match straight, gay, bi, pan, and non-binary characters, navigate awkward first dates, survive disastrous restaurant choices, and somehow try to keep romance alive through complete chaos. And the whole thing is packed with Kitty's signature humor, ridiculous situations, and the exact kind of drag queen touch you want guiding your love life. This game feels like being personally yelled at by your favorite drag queen while trying to stop two strangers from breaking up over soup. And honestly, that's a beautiful thing. Let's take a look at Kitty Powers Matchmaker Makeover.
You, yes, you! Are you fluent in the language of love? Could you take other people's love lives into your hands? Well, now you can prove your pairing prowess. In my newly remastered dating simulator, Kitty Powers Matchmaker Makeover. Hello, kittens. I'm Kitty Powers, matchmaker extraordinaire. In the last decade, the road to true love has grown even longer and harder. Oh, I say. Which is why I've remastered my beloved dating simulator. How exciting. Run your own dating agency and become a matchmaking maestro. My little black book is bulging with new singletons who need your help. Oh, bless. Lavish them with a deluxe treatment in the salon. Send them to gorgeously refurbished date venues. Avert courtship catastrophes in new and improved dating dilemmas. Decide whether to go in hot or hold back and make them sweat. Outrageous! Will they reach the limousine of loveliness or the landfill of loneliness? I've got some special dating tools to help up your arsenal. Impress me, and I might give you one. It's stuffed with enough improvements to make your eyes water. Oh, I think I need to sit down. Kitty Powers Matchmaker Makeover. Coming soon. You lucky things. Hello, kittens. I'm Kitty Powers, matchmaker extraordinary. Well, actually, I'm a game developer. Now we've made Kitty Powers Matchmaker Makeover, which was the sort of 10-year anniversary remaster of the original game. It's like a dating simulator, but for everyone.
Now, Kitty Powers, what's your #1 tip for dating?
Just the tip.
Okay.
That's it. That's the tip. I have many tips. I'm the matchmaking maestro, you know. I could break it down in every subject area, but that was, you know, I think that's as good as an answer as any. Kitty Powers Matchmaker is a dating simulator, but it's not like any dating simulator you've seen before, because most dating simulators are not simulators. They're just sort of choose your own adventure books. Our game is actually a simulator where we randomly, procedurally generate characters of all different persuasions, and you have to matchmake them and then send them on dates to see if you can get them to get into a relationship, and then you get paid. Well, we've got a new update in the works, so online gaming, so you can play with your friends. There will be the high score tables from the original game. We're also bringing back avatar dates. Send your friends on dates, which you couldn't do in the original game, and all sorts of wonderfulness. There's also going to be some amazing collectible kitty pins, kitten-themed badges for all my kittens. Something more fun for people that have completed the game but love the game and want to spend more time in it but don't want that grind. Well, they want something to grind, so here are some kitty pins you can grind for. If you go to magicnotion.com, there's a page there with all of our social media links, which you can choose from to your heart's content. Or come and join the Discord. I hang out on there every day.
So a little fun fact about me, I love card games. And next up is a game that takes one of the most classic card games ever made and completely reimagines it as a celebration of indie art and creativity. Art of Solitaire transforms Solitaire into an incredibly cozy and stylish experience where every deck is designed by real-world indie artists from around the globe. You are not just building cards here, you're building an interactive art collection filled with everything from fantasy worlds and cute animals to surreal illustrations and queer folklore-inspired designs. This game features classic modes like Klondike, Spider, and Pyramid Solitaire, all wrapped up in gorgeous visuals, relaxing ASMR sounds, and their signature flick mechanic that literally lets you fling cards across the screen. And one of the coolest parts about this game is that it uplifts artists directly, with new creator collaborations and featured decks releasing all year round. For Pride, the game is spotlighting work from queer illustrator Camilla Kroll through a Slavic queer folklore deck celebrating LGBTQIA+ identity through mythology and culture. Let's hear more from the team behind Art of Solitaire.
I'm Ian. I founded the company in 2019.
I am Santiago, and I work as a creative producer at the Solitaire.
I'm Camila. I'm a Polish queer artist, illustrator, and comics artist, I suppose.
Solitaire is the most played game ever. We wanted to bring Solitaire and how the genius of it and how relaxing it is, how zen it is, and how brain tingling it is to a new generation of players. So
it's a game that we crafted to make it feel very beautiful and tactile, which is very important. You can feel dragging the cards and making it very satisfying.
There's something that I really loved when I was working on the deck, that the way you designed the whole game and the whole digital space, it just creates this like lovely peaceful canvas. And then, as you say, it's like, oh, so I can add like any kind of like crazy personality onto that lovely canvas. And the function that I really loved, which was designing little stickers and emojis to go, and then stickers that can be put on the tabletop. I thought that was such a fun idea. And that way you can mix and match. So I thought that was great. And makes it just all more, I think, if you can make something more personal, you become more passionate about it. So that's really great.
Yeah, exactly. We really want people to make it their own, feel like some sense of ownership when they're playing, exactly as Camilla is saying. So
I love that Camilla has just dropped a feature that we haven't released yet in the game.
What?
You heard it here first.
I didn't know.
No, it's all good. For the last several months, we've been getting the artists who work with us to create stickers. We're adding this feature where you'll be able to buy
so
sticker
cool.
packs.
I could not say.
To customize the table, but we haven't put it in yet. So yes, but we're excited about that. We would love to get some feedback from people who stream this and see how well it's working for them and how we can improve it.
Check out the game. We're available for cross-platform play. We're on iOS, on Android, and on Steam, so you can play anywhere, and your collection is always going to sync up.
And of course, Camilla's wonderful deck is going to be the deck of the month for June, for Pride Month. So we're very excited about that.
Okay, so everyone check out the Pride deck. It's already in the game. It launched on June 1st, and it's a special Pride design, queer folk. Hope you enjoy it.
Are you a die-hard gaming enthusiast or just a casual player?
Games are important, but community is what truly makes queer gaming culture so special.
Queerty Gamers is helping create spaces where queer players can connect, compete, build friendships, and feel genuinely welcomed in gaming.
This group focuses on bringing queer gamers together through online communities, event, content, and safe spaces that celebrate both gaming and identity.
And honestly, right now, that kind of representation matters.
Research continues to show that LGBTQIA+ players often turn to gaming communities as spaces for connection, self-expression, and support, especially when those spaces feel inclusive and affirming.
Organizations and communities like Queerty Gamers help gaming feel more accessible, more supportive, and a lot more fun for queer players around the world.
One of the best parts of gaming culture is seeing how people continue building spaces for each other.
Whether it's through community events, streaming, esports, or just finding your people online, that sense of belonging means everything.
All right, let's take a closer look at Queerty Gamers.
Hello, I'm Kushter. I'm the online events manager with Queerty Gamers. Queerty Gamers is a 501c3 nonprofit, and our mission is to support and uplift LGBTQIA2S+ gamers, creators, and industry professionals by providing resources, community, education, and opportunities that expand visibility, connection, and real-world impact across gaming culture. So we just kicked off our Queer Quest event, which is our biggest fundraiser of the year. This includes a 3-day parade-a-thon event on Twitch, along with many other fun events throughout the entire month of June. How can you get more involved? We are always looking for volunteers and donations. We are also excited to announce that we are now taking applications for our Queerty Gamers Creator Program. So if you enjoy streaming and are looking for an inclusive community to join, please fill out our application. All of this information can be found on our website at www.queertygamers.org. So if you're looking for more queer games, you can go to queertygamers.org/games, and you can find a list of queer games. And if you're interested in submitting a game, you actually can submit a game right on that website as well. We hope to see you soon. Keep games gay.
Love.
That sounded so gay.
All right, it's officially time for some adorable chaos. Cute Patoots is a retro-inspired 2D platform shooter that blends colorful charm of classic games like Kirby and Mega Man with fast-paced action exploration and creature collecting. You'll jump, dash, and shoot your way through cozy stages filled with quirky characters, silly mysteries, hidden paths, and a whole lot of personality. And while the game looks super cute on the surface, there's also a really satisfying action platformer underneath with power-ups, non-linear level design, and enemies you can actually collect along the way. The pixel art is really gorgeous, the music has perfect nostalgic retro energy, and the whole game feels like a love letter to classic platformers from the 90s. Let's take a look at Cute Patoots.
My name is Patrick Srandazzo. I am part of Okie Pokie Games, and I'm making a game called Cute Patoots. So what is Cute Patoots? It's a cute, colorful, action-packed adventure. You get to jump and shoot and find secrets and get powers and collect enemies, but it's kind of retro-inspired, so really you're just trying to save the day. The themes for Cute Patoots came from really trying to understand how we accept ourselves, and a lot of it is accepting yourselves for the imperfections, and also, you know, personally and emotionally. I think the biggest driver for this was how to fight against being emotionally perfect, right? It's not going to be good vibes only all of the time. You have to have kind of those mid vibes or bad vibes to like really become whole. And that really pushed me to explore how we understand and accept emotion. And I felt like that was kind of a radical concept to put into a little cute game. I think as the world of Cute Patoots was coming out, I had all of these characters that like interact and care about each other. But in seeing that, I didn't find gender as a super important character design aspect. It was kind of a world where these characters are bouncy and friendly, but gender isn't really that, you know, constricted for them. And it really helped me as I'm considering like the dialogue and narrative to be a little creative and introspective on how I can write without the constraint of gender. And these characters, they're just all friends. There's not like a important factor of them being he or she or they. I purposely omitted kind of that demarcation in the game. But the characters don't care what they're called, but it's not a big important part of them. They're not defined by being he, she, or they. And it's actually not really that relevant in their world, which I think is really an interesting way to explore and interact with language and with personality and relationships. I hope that there are players that find this game charming in a way that encourages them to explore this cute, kind of colorful world and the characters and the secrets, but also kind of like let it be a parallel to be a little introspective and think about how they interact with their own world. I think the biggest emotion that I'd like to, or I guess the biggest thing I'd like to see from players is that, you know, Cute Patoots the world loves you, and I hope you get to love the world of Cute Patoots too.
Now, this one has an absolutely incredible premise. Spill the Beans is a reverse detective visual novel where a secret recipe has been stolen, and unfortunately, you're the one who stole it. Instead of solving the mystery, your job is to manipulate conversations, gather evidence, interrogate suspects, and somehow convince everyone that somebody else committed the crime. The game takes place inside of a cozy fantasy cafe filled with vampires, skeletons, magical disasters, and one very judgmental cat boss, all wrapped in this gorgeous hand-drawn art style. And what makes the game really stand out is how reactive it is. Characters remember how you treat them, relationships evolve based on your choices, and there are often 15 different accusation paths, depending on who you decide to frame. Cozy, chaotic, extremely queer, and somehow manages to make emotional manipulation look weirdly charming. Let's take a look at Spill the Beans.
If you are listening to the cylinder, I am no longer in this world.
Hello, I'm Neve. I am a programmer and writer, and I'm working on Spill the Beans, a reverse detective visual novel. Originally, Spill the Beans started as a game jam project that was meant to take place over a month. We went through a bunch of ideas that we thought we would like. We thought cozy cafes were cool, but we also love detective games. We have a lot of fans of things like Ace Attorney on the team, so we wanted to meld those two into one thing at the end of the day. Over the course of the month, we laid out our cast of characters we wanted to include, but we never quite figured out who the culprit was. We knew what the game's name was. It would be Spill the Beans, because that's a really fun name to give to a game set in a coffee shop that's about detective stuff. So the game jam went along, it ended, and we didn't quite finish the game because we hadn't figured out who the culprit was until we sat down and we thought, maybe the most interesting thing we can do is say that the player is the culprit. And suddenly that twisted the whole idea on its head. Suddenly, you know, all these people you were interrogating, we knew why you couldn't find out why they'd done it is because you had done it. And now we had this new dynamic to play with, to make the player a manipulator, and how that could maybe take a new twist and a new kind of emotional stakes to give to this cozy setting that we had fallen in love with. I think for me, the crux of it's always characters. You know, when you go to a cafe, it's really cool and peaceful, and you know, you have your nice drink, but there are all these people around you, and you don't know what their lives and their internality is actually going to be because, you know, you don't actually talk to them. You're sitting by yourself and you're relaxing. And so with Spill the Beans, you know, you have that coziness at the cafe, but you also have people. And you're talking to people and you're finding out that internality they have and the things that make them tick and are human. And I think there's something inherently cozy about getting to know someone else, that you are put in this kind of high stakes situation where they are more likely to share more slightly personal things. And there's an intimacy to that that I think is inherently kind of cozy and very close to the chest and very intimate. I think the thing I hope people most reflect on is what it means to manipulate someone, because in my opinion, and writing this is kind of what I'm taking away, is to manipulate someone is to know them. It is to know all their weaknesses, all their flaws, all the ways that you can change them, but also to not have them know you in any way, to have them not see through the facade and not see who you are, and the inherent loneliness of that, of knowing someone but not being known yourself. And that maybe across the course of the game, as you change people's minds and hearts, you start to see the other paths that open up and the importance of connection, whether that's knowing someone or being known in return. Please be sure to wishlist Spill the Beans on Steam and check out our newly updated demo just for this event, where you can play Jessie's first brew we're releasing for the public right now, where you can try to figure out something about their mysterious past with one of the other members of the cafe trapped inside with you.
The Gaming Pride Parade is sponsored by Logitech G, the creators of high-performance gaming gear built for players, creators, and streamers everywhere. From keyboards and headsets to microphones and streaming equipment, Logitech G has become one of the biggest names in gaming by helping people play, create, and connect in ways that feel more immersive and personal. We love that Logitech G continues supporting gaming communities and creators across every corner of the industry while helping make gaming more accessible and welcoming for everyone. Visit Logitech G to check out the latest gaming gear and accessories at logitechg.com.
Remember the pure feeling of play? Running to reach out and tag a friend. Placing the last block on a medieval castle. Putting your last quarter in the arcade knowing it's high score or bust. The anticipation. The rush. The genuine joy of play. It makes us feel alive. That's a feeling we can't help but chase. To experience it, share it, and keep it feeling new by always making play better. Like when 8-bit graphics doubled every few years. And every advance felt like we were landing on an undiscovered planet. Or when the people you played with went from friends in the neighborhood to friends around the world. And when wires were replaced by freedom. Creating breakthroughs in play can be just as exciting as playing, if not more so. Because everything we design, build, and innovate brings that real joy of play to everyone. First-time gamer or esports pro, we've got you. Think about it. We design controllers that enable more people to play. We make invisible connections faster. We put F1 cockpits into living rooms. We make sound better and give mice endless power. Play challenges us, connects us, and fuels our creativity, inspiring us to find new ways to advance the game. So when people ask what we do and why we do it, it all boils down to helping every human live by 2 words. Keep playing.
Okay, y'all, this next game is fabulous! Neon Death Drop is a fast-paced top-down action game where you play as Seraph, a gay go-go dancer using fierce choreography and kinetic powers to save a futuristic neon city from hordes of rogue robots. You're dodging bullet hell attacks, chaining together stylish dance combos, manipulating the environment around you, and literally slinging enemies off the map with pure queer energy. The combat is all about movement, rhythm, and style points, with flashy choreography, inspired mechanics that make every fight feel more like a performance than a battle. But underneath all the chaos and camp, there's also a really heartfelt story here about identity, community, and becoming the hero you were born to be. And visually, this thing looks incredible. Neon lights, futuristic cityscapes, stylish character designs. It feels like a nightclub, a cyberpunk anime, and a drag performance all crashed into each other. Check out the latest gameplay from Neon Death Drop.
All right, boys. Let's get this show started.
Seraph, drop the floor and push them in.
I didn't realize you were all into group play. Am I the star? Whoa. Fuck my life. Step up, Sally. Back up, Becky.
Seraph, brace yourself. Something big is coming.
Damn, Daddy!
Not me, that! The only thing that can defeat these power bots is a power bottom.
Death Drop.
En Casino Buenos Aires Online, encontrá los mejores juegos de casinos y apuestas deportivas.
Hello, my name is Mark Steller. I'm definitely one of those gays, and I'm the director of Beyond Death Drop. You're playing as a gay go-go dancer with superpowers. I'm a go-go dancer as well, so I really wanted to bring this kind of energy into Beyond Death Drop as well, and to share this experience with what it feels like to be the life of the party with the audience as well. The demo for Neon Death Drop is out on Steam right now. Go play, wishlist, and follow us on Kickstarter. We're going to be launching the campaign very soon.
From high energy action to something a little more emotional and nostalgic, Tako no Himutsu Ocean of Secrets is a gorgeous action RPG inspired by the golden era of Game Boy Advance adventures, blending classic retro storytelling with modern gameplay and deeply personal themes. The game takes place in a world where octopi have mysteriously been erased from history, and players follow 6 different heroes as they uncover the secrets behind disappearing wildlife, rising political tensions, and shadow creatures consuming the world. Alongside your magical octopi companions, you'll explore colorful pixel art environments, solve puzzles, battle shadow monsters in real-time combat, and slowly piece together the truth behind the world's forgotten past. And honestly, the art direction here is incredible. The entire game feels like discovering a long-lost fantasy RPG from the early 2000s, complete with beautiful pixel graphics, emotional storytelling, expressive animation, and music from legendary composer Motoi Sakuraba, known for Golden Sun, Tales of, and Dark Souls. But what really makes the game stand out is how personal it feels. Each character has their own trauma, history, and emotional journey to overcome as they try to bring back hope to the fractured world. Let's take a look at Tako no Himutsu, Ocean of Secrets.
I'm Christophe Galati. I'm a French indie game developer, and I own the studio Dinios. Traumas and dark stuff have always been near me, and in my opinion, games are what save me, because during this time I used to kind of escape by playing a lot of JRPGs. So living those adventures and being these characters helped me survive my life, I guess. So I really always wanted to make a JRPG that will have a deep storyline that could also maybe help people. So in the game, is really like drag is not only part of his storyline; it's also very present in the game world. Like in each town, there is a bar with some drag artists, drag king, drag queen, drag queer, and the character fights with his drag. Basically, during the game, as you can see in the trailers that will be revealed with the interview, he kind of unlock looks during the game. So there is like a lot of political stuff also. Like there is a presidential election in the game. Also, regarding drag queen, as I mentioned, I did cameos of real world drag queen. So there are more like there is more than 50 real world drag queens in the game. It also led to a side quest where you have like a Pokédex actually where you have to find all of the drag queens in the world, and they show it in the book. And so yeah, there is a lot to look forward to in the game, and yeah, hopefully I managed to get the right mix of picking traditional JRPG aspect like saving the world, killing gods, stuff like that, while having modern stuff like characters speaking about their traumas and drag queen and stuff like that. The only thing I might like sometimes I'm afraid like people will only see the game as the game with the drag queens because there is a lot of characters and a lot of stuff, but I guess once the game releases they can see the whole picture. We don't have a release date yet. Hopefully we can release the game next year. We did a Kickstarter campaign already, which was pretty successful, and there is a demo on Steam since the Kickstarter campaign.
One of the best things about queer gaming is how it brings people together.
And few groups embody that spirit better than Boston Gamers.
Boston Gamers is a nonprofit LGBTQIA+ gaming community dedicated to creating safe, welcoming spaces for queer gamers to connect, build friendships, and celebrate gaming together.
What started as a small community meetup has grown into massive networks of thousands of members across online and in-person spaces, hosting everything from board game nights and tournaments to convention events, charity streams, karaoke nights, and community meetups.
And what's really special is how intentional they are when building inclusive spaces where queer players can genuinely feel comfortable being themselves.
Through their Discord community, local events, convention presence, and fundraising efforts, Boston Gamers has helped create meaningful friendships and support system for queer gamers throughout Massachusetts and beyond.
They've also raised tens of thousands of dollars for LGBTQIA+ charities through streams and events, proving just how powerful gaming communities can be when they come together around a shared purpose.
We had the chance to catch up with the team behind Boston Gamers to learn a bit about their mission, their community, and the work they're doing to make gaming more welcome for everyone. Let's take a look.
I am Matthew Vincent. I'm the executive director of Boston Gamers. Boston Gamers has now existed for 9 years. We've been operating in the greater Boston area, running a bunch of events to help folks find queer community, fight isolation in the community, and just offer better mental health for people to get out and connect with people. We run over 5 events per month now, ranging from board game events to video game tournaments, drag shows. So we're really all about sharing our passion of gaming through community and through community events. And then this year we're actually hosting our own small gaming convention called GamerFest. So we're so happy to be able to put something on that's going to be that special for the community. And if you'd like to learn more about Boston Gamers, you can check us out at bostongamers.com. There's a Discord link there. Follow us on Instagram. You'll see all the amazing events we're doing every single month. And if you do want to check out GamerFest that's happening in September, go to gamerfest.com and you can get tickets and check out all the stuff we're doing there.
Close out the showcase, we have a game filled with magic, mystery, romance, and honestly, immaculate vibes. Wild Society is a beautifully cozy period drama life sim by Studio Drydock, the creators of the award-winning Wildflowers. You play as Vivian Wild, a witch socialite and boarding house host living in the bustling town of Fairhaven at the turn of the century. And this game really lets you live out the fantasy. You'll renovate and customize your magical boarding house, host elegant tea parties and glamorous balls, manage guest relationships, practice witchcraft, conduct seances, and maybe even a little spark of romance and drama along the way. One of the coolest things about Wild Society is how much player choice will shape the experience. You decide who to invite into your home, how events unfold, which relationships grow stronger, and what kind of socialite Vivian ultimately becomes. Visually, this game is absolutely stunning. The fashion, architecture, and entire atmosphere feels inspired by classic period dramas, but layered with magical fantasy, queer storytelling, and cozy life sim mechanics. You can also collect magical familiars, connect with spirits, explore the supernatural side of Fairhaven, and influence the town through both your social circle and your witchcraft. Let's hear from the team behind Wild Society.
Welcome to Wild Society, a witchy period drama sim where you run your own magical boarding house. I'm Alexandra Liu, and I'll walk you through one of our most exciting features, rituals. A witch's power is only as strong as her ingredients. You'll need to explore the island to find everything you need for your magic. To create a ritual, you'll need to discover ingredients which possess the same magical properties and craft them into the right form. When you pick up a new plant, shell, or crystal, check your crafting stations, and they'll show if you have any ingredients with undiscovered words of power. And the first time you craft it will reveal what that power. Now you can prepare your very own ritual. Read the incantation to find out which words of power are needed. And then use the items you've crafted to fill in each word of power. More powerful rituals will need additional ritual items, such as gemstones or potions. It may even require harnessing the stars. Just like our previous title, ritual magic is the heart of all your witchy activities. So with the help of powerful ingredients and your coven, you can use rituals for things like brewing potions faster, changing the weather, or even growing a bridge to explore new areas. We have lots more magic to share with you in the future. For now, best witches.
Hello, hello. I'm Victoria Kershaw. I'm from a development company called Studio Dry Dock. We're really passionate about cozy, heartfelt storytelling, creating immersive, non-violent games, and reflecting worlds where everyone can belong. Something really different about Wild Society from our first game is that your choices really influence the narrative a lot. You'll be choosing things like what tenants you'll be hosting at your boarding house, who to matchmake, who you'll be deciding to romance, if that's your thing, and even things like who do you endorse to be mayor. So your choices always really matter here. Essentially, we're trying to create this witchy Bridgerton world where you get to both be a powerful witch, but you're also a very powerful socialite. Maybe your coven needs a new witch. So maybe you want to host an intimate tea party with just a couple people. Could be someone from the town, could be a local, and yeah, maybe you want to help them get in touch with their magical powers and convince them to join you. Oh my gosh, I am just so excited to continue introducing this game to Book Talk because I really feel like they're going to vibe really hard with what we're putting down. If you're a PC player, please wishlist us on Steam. We are there right now. If you are waiting to hear about other platforms, the best place for you would be to join our mailing list, which you can find the links for that through places like X or Instagram. Telling your friends, please tell your friends, do you have some book reading babes? Period drama fanatics, historical costume maker cosplayer friends. Please tell them about this game. Word of mouth is huge. We are a little studio and we just want this game to reach as many people as it would delight as possible.
Thank you all so much for joining us for the Gaming Pride Parade at Summer Game Fest.